Hello, this is Virgil, Labrador, Editor-in-Chief of Satellite Markets and Research, and we're here at the NAB 2019 in Las Vegas, Nevada, at the SES booth. We do this almost every year, and this year we have Deepak Mathur. He's been on this videocast many times, and there are different positions in the organization at SES, and fairly recently, and for the first time in this video, he's now speaking in his new capacity as Executive Vice President for the video business of SES. So, Deepak, let's start with your new position, how SES is now organized in the new marketplace that we're facing right now.
Fantastic. Virgil, first of all, it's always fantastic to do this with you, and it's a pleasure to be on with you again. So let me sort of first start with what's going on in the industry and try and explain why SES is organizing itself the way it is. If you look at the way the markets have changed, data customers have a very unique set of requirements, which is a significantly lower cost per bit if you're a cellular backhaul operator, the ability to provide a highly specialized solution if you're an aero customer, a slightly different version of that solution if you're a maritime customer. And what we found was that in sort of the days when we started in the satellite business, a satellite footprint served all kinds of customers, whether it was for data or video. All of it was served by essentially the same infrastructure and by the same salespeople. What we're increasingly finding is that we need to be able to offer far more specialized insights into what the business problem of our customers is, and to find unique ways of addressing those problems. And so as a result of which, what we've done is really at the highest level, we've organized our company around SES Networks, which is responsible for all of the data connectivity that we do. Because we believe that there is a unique set of requirements that those customers have. And then the SES video part, which represents approximately 66, about 2/3 of the revenues of SES, are clubbed under what is called SES Video. So at the highest level, there is that distinction between...
So there are now just two main segments that you serve. And then you're responsible for 60 to 70% of it.
Indeed. So
that's a pretty big responsibility.
It's a big responsibility, and it's one that is very humbling, because SES over the years has built this incredible franchise in Europe, in many markets around the world, in the United States, in Latin America, and in Asia. And so it's really building and leveraging on that reputation of being the most preferred satellite operator, but then adding many more components to it to be able to deliver to where the ecosystem of our video customers is going in the future. And that means going beyond just satellite connectivity.
Now, going forward, Deepak, do you see the video segment share of your business going? Because some say that video is on the way out. They're going more OTT and all that.
So I think the mix of our revenues is certainly going to change, but that's not because video is declining or going in a negative direction. It is because the networks part of the business is being able to drive many, many more megabits. And so the growth that we're seeing that's coming as a result of our investments in new high throughput satellites, in the O3B network constellation, in our newly announced Empower constellation, these revenues are growing at a faster rate, while we continue to see growth in many of the emerging markets. But it is indeed true that the market for satellite capacity has probably stabilized in the mature markets like Europe and North America. And really what we're trying to do is to bring to bear much more than satellite capacity for our video customers, so that we can embrace the way that they need to change in how they deliver services to their customers. And we're part of that journey in providing more than satellite capacity.
And what excites you most about this, the new media environment that we face right now?
Look, I can't tell you. It is an incredibly exciting period, and the reason for that is that the amount of video consumption is growing exponentially. So the core thing of what we do is growing explosively. So that's the number one element why it's exciting. Number two is that the traditional business has largely been around the distribution of DTH and free-to-air. Now this remains a critical and very core part of our business, and will continue to do so. But there are many, many new opportunities that are coming about because of our need, in part, but also because of the way the client is choosing to consume data. To consume video. So it is no longer only when they're at home, sitting on their couch, watching an NFL game. when the same person is on the move, they want to have the same quality experience no matter where they are. And our ability to create a solution around that, not only to deliver DTH to the home, but to also be able to deliver this connected video wherever they are, in an OTT environment, in a mobile environment, is what is really exciting. Now, I will tell you, it is not easy. I mean, this is a significant change in the way we're organized and the way we think. And if you look at the SES booth today, it looks very different from what it would have 3 or 4 years ago. In the past, what you would have seen is just the satellite footprints. But what you're seeing today is the whole series of applications that allow our customers to be able to innovate in the way they deliver content. You're looking at things like how we intend to manage, help our customers deliver online. So it's this combination that 3, 4, 5 years ago, the only thing at a satellite operator's booth would have been footprints.
And so how are you providing your customers, broadcast customers, solutions that would help them get into,
a much wider
audience, like TV Anywhere is what is the buzzword now.
So I think fundamentally what's happening is that our customers are telling us that consumption is now hybridized, which means that you have to be able to deliver the greatest quality of linear experience over satellite, which is why you have this incredible ultra high definition display, where we're delivering linear content over satellite. But you also have to be able to give a consumer Game of Thrones last season, on demand, because they need to have the ability to catch up before the new season of Game of Thrones kicks off. And what we've done is invested in a series of partnerships that allows us to bring absolutely the world-class, cutting-edge solutions. But because we are incredibly experienced in handling the video of our customers, is to actually stitch these solutions together and offer them as a turnkey solution to our customers. There are and will continue to be customers that only rely on us for satellite. There will be others that ask us for satellite and some distribution that goes, into Asia, for example, or whatever. But then there will be customers that are looking to us to provide the entire suite of solutions. And that's what's really exciting.
So you're helping your customers go OTT and IPTV.
Absolutely. All of that.
You can do all of that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And what's really important is we have this product called 360, and what it is an organizing layer that allows us to be able to pull the various distinct ecosystems, because with an online video platform, you really have to work with a content distribution network. That's very different from a satellite signal. But what 360 does is it gives you the capability to manage all of this complexity in a single layer, and allows us to be able to help our customers to self-organize, but also to help us enable them to distribute their content, no matter what format, no matter where in the world.
Well, Deepak, you're a fountain of experience and information in the industry. We started around the same time when
a long time ago
when there was no KA band, it was the C band era, and etc. And I just recall just a few years ago in conferences in Asia when OTT was considered, or IPTV considered, a threat. Looks like you're integrating it now into your offering.
Absolutely.
So do you still think it's a threat, or we've come up with the solution that would make it part of the whole ecosystem?
Fantastic question, Virgil. I would say that if you do not follow where the consumer is going, you're going to become a dinosaur. I absolutely believe that. And our consumers are going to want to consume content on the largest available device, that wherever they are, the largest available device, in the highest possible quality, and when that is a linear event, in the highest possible quality in linear, but when they want to access that content on demand when they're in a car, they want it on their phone. If they're close to an iPad, they want it on the iPad, the biggest available screen. That is where consumption is going. If we say that we can only provide a solution to your home when you're sitting in front of your 4K television, that's pretty good. But it's critical that we move to where the consumer's moving. And so a lot of what needs to be done is the creation of these hybrid solutions that allow a consumer to be able to get their content the way they want, for the broadcaster to be able to convincingly deliver it, and for us to be part of that ecosystem and making sure that we are helping our broadcasters get the content online, over satellite, in the highest possible quality.
Now, by doing that, does the space segment part, which is the core of your business, does that affect it? When how much of a component the space segment still factors in the distribution of the content?
Again, a fantastic question. So what we're not seeing is we're not seeing a significant decline in the capacity, right? The customers still need to be able to deliver the same quality and in fact higher quality of content to consumers around the world. And we have to remember that there are many parts of the world that do not have convincing broadband infrastructure.
Right.
So the easiest and the most cost-effective way of reaching an end consumer is over satellite, but that is where there is a dish. Right. So that has not gone away. What I see is this being a critical supplement to the way the consumer wants to consume content. So rather than looking at this as a change in the mix, I really see it as an addition to the core satellite business. It makes us more relevant to our customers and our customers more relevant to the end consumer. Because if you don't go to where the consumer is going, eventually you will be a dinosaur.
Right. I think that's on that note, it's good to know that after over 20 years that we've been working in this industry, there's still a lot to look forward to and a lot more developments. Right. And for all the news and information on the global satellite industry, you always have Satellite Markets and Research at www.satellitemarkets.com.